Okay, so here's how to do the 45-minute bypass for the new money glitch that has just come out. So basically, let's get straight into what you need to do. So first, you need to have a Eclipse Towers garage like this with a empty spot in it. So when you go to drive a car in it, it won't prompt you to remove a vehicle or replace a vehicle. It'll just drive straight in. And it does have to be an Eclipse Towers garage, otherwise it won't work. Then you also need another garage with a car or bike that you just don't care about, so you can replace it with the duped car when you get it. So I'm going to use a Fagio for this, and this doesn't actually have to be anywhere specific, it can just be any garage. And then the third garage just have to have the vehicle which you want to dupe, so I'm going to be duping the Faction Donk, because that has, I think it sells for like 800k or something, so yeah. And also you will need to have a job bookmarked, so once you have an Eclipse Towers place with like an empty slot, one place with a Fagio and another place with your car that you want to dupe in, you want to park it up behind the Eclipse Towers place and then join the job, which I'll have bookmarked in the description. Okay, so once you join up this job, it should look like this, and once you join it up, you should just make sure that it's closed, because if it's not closed, it might just start up without you, and you don't want that to happen, I guess. And then you just want to go to friends and playing now, or now playing or something, and join someone you know is in an opposite aim lobby to you. And then you should get this message show up. You want to accept the first one, which is just to like join their session, and then you should get another one which says to change your targeting priority or your assisted aim or wherever it is, and you want to cancel that one, so no to that one. And if this has worked, then you should get this little cutscene thing where it spawns you inside your clubhouse, and once you walk outside, you just want to go and sprint over to get a Alright, so now that you got a car, you want to try and not die, because I'm pretty sure that could mess up the glitch, but you want to head this thing all the way back over to Eclipse Towers, and as you can see, my car is still parked behind it from earlier. So yeah, your car should still be parked back there, and basically now you want to drive this in to your Eclipse Towers garage, and it won't get like an error message to replace a vehicle, because this is the one which has an empty car slot in it. So you want to be holding down the R2 and wiggling around the analog stick, your left one, because then it will spawn you underneath a map like this, and this partly is to do with the mission that you joined earlier. It's kind of glitchy and makes it work. Okay, so once you spawn back on top of the map, you'll be fully God mode, but you won't be able to drive your car or get out. So you'll need a friend to come over and kill you. And basically, you want to blow up the car, so that makes your guy jump out. But because you're completely God mode, it won't kill you. Okay, so once you're out of the car, you just want to head over to where your car is still parked. You won't have a map or anything, but it's pretty obvious where it is. It's literally just behind the Eclipse Towers building. And once you get in it, you want to start spamming right on the D-pad, because what this will do is put you in your mechanic in your clubhouse, which is really weird. I don't get how this works at all either, but yeah, as you can see, it just drags you into here. And once you're in here, you just want to change one thing on your car, probably like the cheapest things, so change like the number plate or something, and then just back out, and you'll get this completely stupid glitchy thing happening. And the only way to get out of this is to go to online players and hover over all the players, and what should happen is some of them should have a join game over their name, which basically means that they're in a job, and you want to click on one of them and join one of their game. So this is why you need to be in a public session to do this. Probably should have mentioned that earlier. But yeah, once you join their game, you should hopefully get this little scene here where your guy jumps out of his car, and if that happens, then you know the glitch has worked. And so now once you load into their session, you just want to back out straight away, and once you back out, you should spawn right next to your car and drive it over to your garage, which has the Fagio or whatever car you wanted to replace in. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip over to that now. Okay, so once you're here, it should prompt you to replace a vehicle. So you just want to replace it over the the one that you wanted to replace over. So for me, it's a Faggio. You might have like a Rusty Rebel or something cheaper. So yeah, just replace it over that, and once you do that, the glitch is completely finished, and you should have 2 copies of the car. So I'm just gonna drive this one over to my other garage so you can see that there is now 2 copies of it, and there still will be another faction donk in my other garage. So basically this thing will sell for 700k, and it does bypass the 45-minute wait. So if you had like a garage full of Faggios or full of Rusty Rebels, whatever you wanted to dupe it with, and you just swap them all out for these faction donks, you could get like 8 mil just from doing that in like 10 seconds from selling them. So yeah, as you can see, the faction donk is still in this garage, so it is duped. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave you guys to watch me selling the car, so you know that it still sells for like the 800k price, and it doesn't show up the thing that says over 50 grand or whatever it was. So basically what you need to do to make sure this works is use a lowrider or something, so like the faction donk, or maybe the I don't know what it's called, that first one that come out, the drag car. So yeah, use one of those ones because they're going to be selling for the most. And if you use a car such as, I don't know, the T20 or something that you think will sell for more, well, you can't even take it into the garage at the end, because what it will say is that it's over 50 grand or something. So the way that works is these lowriders, once you buy them off the website, they're only like around 40k each or something, I'm not sure, but that makes it so you're allowed to do it. So use a lowrider because you're going to be getting the most money out of it. So yeah, as you can see, I did get all my money, and if you did this, it would bypass the 45-minute wait, and you could make a shit ton if you just did it over and over again, I guess. But you need some people to help out.